Hello everyone, welcome to your English class. In our previous video, we have already discussed the summary and the explanation of each and every stanza in detail. Now in this video, we are going to discuss rhyming scheme and various poetic devices. Let us start. For rhyming scheme, you need not to cram anything. You just know how to trace out the rhyming scheme of any of the given stanza, given lines, given poetic lines. So let us see how to pick out, how to trace out, we can say. See, a silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. Here the last word for rhyming scheme, we are to see the last word of each line. Here sing, g sound it is giving, and in the next line again spring, g sound it is giving. We consider this first line a, and it is also giving the same sound, g sound it is giving, again we consider it as a. Next line, begin to complain when he found that at home, m sound it is giving. It is not similar to these two, so we consider it as b. Fourth line, his cupboard was empty and winter was come. M sound again, it is giving m sound, so it is same as home and come. So we make use of b for this also. We consider this b also. Okay, not a crumb to be found. This d sound is not rhyming equal to this home, come, spring, sing. So we consider it c. Not a crown to be found. On the snow covered ground, d. Again it is rhyming the same as the previous line. So we consider this also as c. Okay, then not a flower could he see. This is also this rhyming or this sound is different from all the rest of the lines. So we consider it different. We take the different alphabet for this. D. Tree, again not a leaf on the tree, e sound it is giving, it is similar to this previous line. C, tree, so we consider it same. D. Oh, what will become, says the cricket of me, e sound it is giving again, so we consider this also D. Okay, so our rhyming scheme here is A, B, B, C, C, D, D, D. Okay, suppose this full stanza is not given in the question paper. Only these four lines are given. So how you will write? C, C, D, D? No. What you will do? Will start from the beginning. We consider this as A. Not a crumb to be found. The sound it is giving a. On the snow covered ground. The same sound it is giving. So we consider this also A. Not a flower could he see. E sound it is giving. This is different from rest of these two. So we consider it B. Not a leaf on a tree. Same sound it is giving just like the previous one. We consider it as B. So our rhyme scheme here is A, B, B. Here we are to see the rhyme scheme as the lines are given in the examinations. Suppose these lines are not given. You got these three lines only. So what would be your rhyme scheme? Spring, through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. G sound it is giving, we consider it A. Begin to complain when he found that at home. It is not rhyming like the first sentence, same as the first sentence, so we make use of B for this. His cupboard was empty and winter was come. It is rhyming same as the previous one, so we consider it B. So what is our rhyme scheme here? A, B, B. There, how to tell the rhyme scheme of given lines. I hope this is quite clear, and the same pattern is used in the rest of the stanzas also. I hope this is quite clear to all of you. Now let us discuss the poetic devices. Poetic device, first poetic device is personification. Personification is used when human qualities are given to animals or insects or non-living things. When human qualities are given in the poem, the poet gives human qualities to animals, insects. Otherwise, what we make use of? What pronoun we make use of for these animals, insects or non-living things? We make use of it. In this poem, the poet has used was began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. He wished only to borrow. He would repay it tomorrow. In these lines, the poet has used he for these insect, this cricket, ant and cricket. For both of these, the poet has used these pronouns like he, his, him. These are used for human beings, and cricket. These are insects, and for insects, which pronoun is used? It is used. But how can we say that the insect is he or she? So we can say that the poet has given human qualities to these insects. So which poetic device is used? The poet has used personification here. The poet has used personification to describe these two characters of this story. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now let us discuss the next poetic device. Our next poetic device is metaphor. Metaphor, it shows comparison between two things. It directly refers to one thing by mentioning other. Means when we want to show the comparison or similarity, then we make use of metaphor. Either metaphor is used or simile. If the comparison is used by as or like, these words are used in comparison, that means simile is used. If these words are not used for comparison, that means metaphor is used. Okay, here the poet is saying some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Means these insects, cricket no doubt have 4 legs, insects have 4 legs. Okay, but what are these insects with 2? These are human beings. The poet is indirectly comparing cricket with human beings. The quality of cricket and human beings. The poet is comparing, or the poet is showing us the similarity of these two beings, these two creatures, crickets and human beings. And here, so we can say that here the poet has used metaphor to compare these two. And he has not used as or like. So here metaphor is used. In this line, the poet has used metaphor. I hope this poetic device is clear to everyone. Next poetic device which the poet has used in this poem is repetition. Repetition is the simple repetition of a word within the short space of words. Means there must not be so much gap in between. Just like for examples, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. See, this word ants is repeated in this line. And then next example is some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Here some, this word is repeated. And similarly, in this poem there are so many other examples in which this poetic device repetition is used. I hope this is clear to everyone. Repetition, here repetition means the repetition of nouns or words. Otherwise there are other examples also, alliteration and alliteration also. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds, which we shall do in the next one. I hope this repetition is clear. Repetition means it is repetition of word within a short space of words. For example, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. In this line, the poet has repeated ants, so we can say repetition is used. In the next, some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. In this line, the poet has repeated this word some. So we can say this repetition poetic device is used in both of these lines. The next poetic device which the poet has used is alliteration. Alliteration is the literary device where 2 or more words in a phrase or line of poetry share the same beginning consonant sounds. We are to go for consonant sounds, not the vowel sounds. Consonant sounds. When the weather was warm. Here W sound is repeated in all these words. So we can say alliteration is used here. Next, months of gay summer and spring. Sound is repeated. So we can say here in these lines alliteration, the poet has used alliteration. Similarly, this type of example we can get in other lines of the poem also. Many other examples we can get from this poem. Alliteration, where the consonant sound is repeated. The beginning, not in the middle or at the end. Beginning consonant sound is repeated. That means the poet has used alliteration. I hope this poetic device is clear to everyone. Now let us discuss the next one. The next poetic device which the poet has used in this poem is enjambment. Enjambment is the literary device in which a line of poetry carries its idea or thought over to the next line without grammatical pause, mean to say without any punctuation mark. See these lines. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing. No pause is there, no punctuation mark poet has given. That means the thought is carried to the next line. Through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, here the pause is there. So we are to take a pause here. So we can say the same thought is carried to the next line. That means here in this sentence the poet has used enjambment. The next example of this type is not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground. Means to say we are not to give any pause here. हमें रुकना नहीं है. We are not to give any pause. So the same thought is carried to the next sentence. That means here again the poet has used what? Enjambment. Okay, we can say the running poetic lines. Enjambment is the running poetic lines. Means the same idea is carried to the next line. That means the poet has used enjambment. Or in short, we can say if no punctuation mark or we can say grammatical pause is there at the end of the poetic line, that means the poet has used enjambment. I hope this poetic device, all the poetic devices and rhyming scheme is quite clear to everyone.